It's Monday the 1st of February 2021 and welcome to another Timeware Community Podcast. My name's Simon Birchall and with me is Mike Coop. Hi Mike, how's it going?
It's good.
Anything interesting happening over the weekend?
No, not really.
Nothing at all, not one little snippet of information.
Oh, my sister got a new dog. That's
What sort of dog?
A cockapoo.
Right,
It's a lockdown dog.
A lockdown dog, yeah. In this short podcast, I want to talk about Sage integration. Obviously, we're doing a lot of work nowadays with integration and customization, and I thought it might be worth just mentioning to everybody about the Sage integration that we've done so far. Mike, are you aware of Sage integration? Yeah. Okay. So there are sort of three areas. We'll cover the personnel and absence, and also the exported to payroll. That's sort of the most popular side of the system. So I think the first thing is that we're a Sage integration partner, aren't we? A Sage development partner. Sage development partner. And what does that mean?
Essentially, it means we can use the Sage API and speak directly to their database.
Okay, so there might be many other companies out there that say they can integrate with Sage.
Yeah.
We're officially known by Sage, aren't we? Okay. And the areas that we concentrate on, I know we touch on job costing, but we'll do that on another podcast. It's primarily employees' absence and then exporting data. So typically, how would this work? We go to a customer.
Yeah, so if it's a new customer.
So brand new one.
Yeah, so new customer, first part of the demonstration we find out what systems they use.
What HR systems
they've got.
Yeah, payroll systems.
Yeah, so usually if they've got Sage, they'll probably have the HR module and the transferring of hours, they'll use it for payroll.
Yeah.
And then from there we can work out what requirement they
need. So if a new customer has got Sage, Sage becomes the dominant system, and what we can do is we can configure Timeware so that it will grab new starters, new employees from Sage, and you never set up a new person within Timeware because they're set up in Sage.
That's it.
When somebody leaves the company, somebody would use Sage HR to remove them.
It'll feed through to us.
That's it, and that then not removed from our side, but marked as a lever. And then with the absenteeism side, why do we need to know about absences from Sage?
For the pay element of it. Yeah. So
if somebody was going to miss a couple of hours because of a doctor's appointment, that'd be set up as an authorised absence in
or
Sage.
Holidays might get paid at a different rate and so on.
All right, fine. And then obviously the calculation takes place within Timeware, and once everything's been approved by a manager, we can then create, what is it, like an extract file?
It's a direct link. It just sends the data directly into Sage.
Right.
We do have like an export sheet, which is basically...
What's that for?
Some people, it's very rare now, so probably about 10%, 20% of the customers, they don't like us directly putting the data straight into Sage. They want like another checking process where we send it to a sheet.
So once, say, overtime has been validated within Timeware, it gets passed, almost like, is it a spreadsheet?
Yeah, it's a spreadsheet,
Gets double checked by somebody else before they import it into Sage file. And is that a growing percentage or?
No, it's going down because people rely on the data then in Timeware. It's just an extra it's an extra step. They don't really need to be there. It's just a checking step, really.
Sure. What type of customer typically uses Sage? Sort of medium-sized companies.
Yeah, it's probably up to 100 people, 200 people.
Okay, all right. And setting this up. So an existing customer, this will be part of the customer went ahead with this. Would be part of the pre-installation, wouldn't it? Something that the implementation guys configure at the point of setup. Yeah. If we have an existing customer who wants to add these features to their Timeware system, what would be the procedures? What would be the steps involved?
probably get in contact with support,
Yeah.
and then we'd arrange a visit because we just need to discuss exactly what the requirement is.
Okay. And why do we do that? Because some people don't use all of what we've just
Yeah,
described.
they won't use all the parts.
So some people are quite happy to set people up the employees
Yeah.
up in two places.
Yeah.
They just want to use it purely for the passing the data to.
Yeah. Some customers don't use Sage for absences at all.
Right.
They use time.
And some don't use the Sage HR. They just set up the bare essentials
And
and
it's
they
just a
use
payroll
they
program,
use the
Sage.
time work personnel,
That's
don't
it,
they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a couple of options really. We're very flexible with the options that are
Okay.
available.
All right. So if there's anybody out there who has got Sage but wasn't aware of the fact that it could be,
We could do these extra
we
things.
could do this, yeah. What would they need to do? The usual thing.
Just
Get in touch
contact us,
Get in touch with support at timeware.co.uk or put a call into Charlotte on 0044 1706
Yeah,
658 222. And probably Charlotte will take the details down and pass them through to. It might be a support issue, it might be a project, depending on the versions.
Yeah.
How long has this Sage integration been around?
Since I started.
Since you started, you've been here how many years?
2013 I started, so 1 minute, quick maths. 8 years.
We forgot to mention it was your birthday last week.
Oh yeah,
We could have put that. Could have been the big thing.
I'm 29, just so everyone knows.
And implementing it, a day worth of work. Do we do it on site? Can we do it remotely?
I think it's we'd assess each one individually. Obviously, during the current time, we could probably do it
Do
remotely.
these remotely, yeah. And ongoing, sort of setup charges and ongoing charges, just to give us an idea roughly, what would the
There's
setup charge be? Is it 1 day?
Probably 1 day.
Yeah, so maybe we're looking at sort of mid £600, £700 for configuration, and then the ongoing costs around 300.
I think it's 300 mark. Yeah.
£3, yeah. So it's not a massive amount of money. What happens when Sage bring out a new version? Let's have a chat about that.
This is a funny one. Okay, so
That's happened today, hasn't it?
yes,
Yes.
yeah. Version 27 came out today, I think.
Okay.
So what you do what we said to customers is before you update your Sage, please let us know.
Yeah.
Ring support and let us know.
Okay, because what Sage do is they bring out new versions before they let the development partners know.
Yeah.
So the customer usually finds out before we do.
Yeah, their software's telling them to update it.
Yes,
and
that's
what the
right.
problem
So one of the prerequisites has got to be that the customer doesn't just upgrade
is.
their
Yeah,
own.
and notifies us.
Yeah.
And then it's a simple task of just a support person logging on for.
Right, so it can be done in the same day. If
Yeah,
Sage
it can
did bring out
Yeah.
a version on
Yeah,
a
we do it
Friday, we
straight
could
away.
do the work straight away. Good. Okay.
And that's it, pretty much.
Anything else on Sage you could think of?
Nope.
No?
No.
Okay, so just really quick recap. We've got we can feed information from their HR.
Yeah.
We can feed data from their absence management.
Yeah.
Perform the calculations, and we can inject the totals directly into Sage,
Yeah.
or we could create an extract that could
Yeah.
be checked.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then people usually use the transfer.
Yeah. Okay, good. That was. I think that's covered everything.
Okay.
Thanks again. Let's
Okay.
speak again soon. Thank
See
you.
ya.